I've been looking diligently, been staring and contemplating. I've lost sleep over it. I've lost relationships. I've lost money in my endless hours of scrolling. Gotten to some pretty dark places. But I was determined, and I finally did it. I finally found it. And now I can share with you that I finally found the answers to the most frequently asked questions about God of War Ragnarok. Let's get into it. What's up, gamers? I went through and found the most searched questions about God of War Ragnarok and hopefully found the answers that you guys have been looking for. So let's get into some of the things that people are asking about this upcoming game in November. Will God of War Ragnarok be open world? To an extent, yes, but not in the traditional sense that you know. It seems like each area is going to have waypoints that you are able to travel in between, so you can go around, you can find things that you maybe missed, some collectibles, things like that. However, it is going to be exclusive to that area. Likely, this is going to include the different realms that we travel in, as we're going to all 9 realms in God of War Ragnarok. So yes, each realm is kind of open world. However, with them being separated from each other, that makes it not open world in a traditional sense. What consoles will God of War Ragnarok be on? God of War Ragnarok will be available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 on November 9th. Unfortunately, there is at this time no scheduled release date for the PC. But with the 2018 God of War recently making its way to PC, we won't be surprised if we see it sometime in the future.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Is God of War the end of the Norse mythology saga? This game will be the end of the Norse mythology saga, which some people are finding themselves surprised by. Sony Santa Monica Studios director Cory Barlog has said that it takes a lot of time to make these games, and they didn't want to make people wait over the course of 15 years to finish the saga, as it took the first game about 5 years to make, the second game about 5 years to make, and they would estimate that a third game would also take about 5 years. He finds it difficult to expect fans to go along with a 15-year saga just for one separated story. So that being said, the Norse mythology saga will come to an end with Ragnarok. Will Athena be in God of War Ragnarok? This is one of the most commonly asked questions and probably has the longest answer. If you don't have much experience with the previous God of War games other than the 2018 release, this one is probably a confusing question to you. So here's a brief backstory as to why people are asking this question. In the God of War series, Athena gives Kratos the power to kill Ares, making him the next God of War. Kratos, while on a path to kill the Olympians, goes to kill Zeus, and Athena sacrifices herself protecting her father, attempting to break the age-old cycle of sons killing their fathers. In the following game, Athena appears in an astral form and helps guide Kratos along his journey, with the goal in mind being to free humanity. However, when Kratos kills Zeus, it is revealed that Athena was using him all along, and that her ultimate plan was to free humanity by becoming the sole queen of Olympus. And she's going to do so by the power of hope that is hidden in Pandora's box. However, when the box is open, chaos and death pour out, causing all the calamity that we see in the game, and the power of hope embedded itself in Kratos underneath his rage and his grief and his sorrow. Really simple stuff. So Kratos realizes that the only way to return the power of hope to humanity is by sacrificing himself, which he does using the Blade of Olympus. Athena then removes the blade from Kratos, leaving him to die. However, he survives, and that's where we see him in 2018's God of War. This is where it may have been confusing to you if you played 2018 God of War, because Athena does show back up when Kratos goes to retrieve the Blades of Chaos. He is then greeted by Athena in this scene.
You will always be a monster.
I know. But I am your monster no longer.
And this all leads fans to believe that Athena may be back and that she might be possibly behind all of this altogether. So leading back to the original question, will Athena be in God of War Ragnarok? I would say probably. Will Odin be in God of War Ragnarok? Odin has been confirmed to be in God of War Ragnarok. However, he might not be exactly as you remember him from Norse mythology. Instead, the development team kind of took some creative liberty with Odin, making him, instead of a protector of warriors, is excessively paranoid and is really quite a fan of torture. And his ongoing paranoia is fed by the ravens that he sends out to seek out what's going on in the land, reporting back that knowledge to him, and that knowledge just makes him even more paranoid. In his paranoia, he believes that Kratos and Atreus are going to be the cause of Ragnarok, which is the great end. After the failure of Baldur to go out and kill Kratos, we will be seeing Odin as he sends out his other son, Thor, to take him out instead. Will Atreus be playable in God of War Ragnarok? There are a lot of different theories about Atreus coming up in God of War Ragnarok, and most of them would lead us to believe that he might possibly be a playable character. And if not a playable character, at least a character with some more significance, especially within battle. One of the most popular theories right now is that at some point Atreus will be able to wield Mjolnir, and that would make him a playable character. It would also have some very interesting implications for the story itself. While there are a lot of theories that would lead us to believe that we will be playing as Atreus at one point, it is still just a theory, however, probably a good one. What will happen in God of War Ragnarok? That's a great question, and we have the synopsis. Fimbulwinter is well underway. Kratos and Atreus must journey to each of the 9 realms in search of answers as Asgardian forces prepare for a prophesied battle that will end the world. Along the way, they will explore stunning, mythical landscapes and face fearsome enemies in the form of Norse gods and monsters. The threat of Ragnarok, the final destruction of the world, grows ever closer. Kratos and Atreus must choose between their own safety and the safety of the realm. The sequel to the 2018 Game of the Year is rapidly approaching. Check this out for a deeper dive into all things that we know about God of War Ragnarok.